Hi everyone, it's Sailor Mimsy, and today's video is going to be a flip through of October 2016 part 1. So we'll do, I think, up to the 15th or 16th. Yeah, we'll go up to the 16th. Alright, so here's where we left off on September 30th. Alright, so for the October page, I have this cutout here. I think it was from a magazine or maybe a calendar. I just thought it looked really pretty. I like the typography on it, and the picture is really cute. And then I just have some washi here. I think this is from Tim Holtz, the October flashcard, and it's just on there with washi. And I have a sticker here, it says Colorful Autumn. Oh yeah, so for the month of October, I took part in Inktober. I've never done it before, so I just did like a little ink drawing every day without coloring it in. Well, it was very hard, but yeah, I do my best to not color it in. I just wanted to try and keep it black and white. Obviously here I did some in the background. Anyways. Alright, so October 1st. This is from, I'm pretty sure, Photography magazine. And this is a sticker from a sandwich place that we tried for the first time that day. It was really good. Here's this shop downtown, and they're famous for making, oh gosh, how did they word it again? It was like handcrafted slow roasted meats or something in their sandwiches. Anyways, I had a grilled cheese. That sounds super boring. It's probably like the last thing you would get at that kind of sandwich shop. But I don't eat meat, but it was such a great grilled cheese sandwich. It was grilled cheese, and they put pickles in it and sauerkraut. It was so yummy. And actually my husband ordered a meat sandwich, and I actually had a bite. I just had to, because this place was famous for their meat, so I had a little bite of that. It wasn't horrible. It was good, I guess. I don't really like the taste of meat. Anyways, there was this event going on in the city that day called Nuit Blanche. Nuit Blanche? I forgot how to pronounce that. Blanche. But it's like a free all-night exploration and celebration of contemporary art in different spots around the city, which is really cool. So we stayed in the downtown part mainly, and some events were going on till like 2 in the morning. So yeah, we went to do this after I got off work that Saturday. The stationery shop in the city that I love going to, they were open till I think 10 p.m. But you got to go in and you could make free buttons. I don't have mine here. I don't have mine here handy. I could show you guys, but my husband and I each designed our own, and then we swapped. So they had this huge table set up. There was a ton of people there, and there was like a huge lineup to get in. And they had pre-cut circles that you can draw on, and then when you were done, you take it to this woman who puts the whole, like, the badge together and everything. But yes, we did that. That was pretty cool, and it was all free stuff too, so it was even better. So for the Inktober, this is a character from a video game that I'm like currently obsessed with. Her name's Tracer. She's from Overwatch. And then the next day, we went to my coworkers to watch Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. My husband came, and it was my first time going there, and he has 2 huge cats. So this is one of the cats. His name is Tom. Huge cat, seriously, but so cute. I wanted to take him home. I wanted to take all his cats home. And he also had rabbits too, but the rabbits were hiding mainly. The cats were just adorable. So yeah, I took a picture with my phone, and then I ended up drawing it when I got home. This is a really creepy doodle of Dobby, the house elf. And that night for dinner, my husband and I got a small pizza each. We did takeaway, so my pizza ended up falling off of the back seat almost immediately as soon as my husband put it in the vehicle, and we drove off. It was my pizza though. His was totally safe, and like when my husband went to go check the pizzas, all of the toppings on mine pretty much fell off. So over here I drew a pizza. It's very tiny, and it says I'm Bear. Oh, this is supposed to be a jumbo Sour Patch Kid. That was yummy. Oh yeah, when we got home from that night out, Sadie was all over my jeans. I guess because she could smell the cats on me. I always wonder what animals think when you like go visit someone or like pet another animal, and then when you come home, I wonder what your animal thinks. It's like, what is the smell? Or like, do they recognize the animal that you were hanging out with? Anyway, so there's washi here. This is washi. More washi, of course. Ooh, the glare. That's a little bit better. So you guys probably know what this is from The Lost Boys. I used to be obsessed with that movie when I was younger. Mainly because Kiefer Sutherland's so cool in it. The Inktober drawing. I was at first going with the prompts that they had for Inktober. So this is collect. Actually, this was fast. Tracer is a fast character in the game. So that's why I drew her. Maybe this day I just went and did my own thing. Maybe, probably. Anyway, so this was collect. So I wrote here, now that I think about it, I come from a family of hoarders, I mean collectors. And then collect, I like to collect toys, weird mugs, books, art, weird photos, found notes, pins, and more. And I did just a fast doodle of me sitting on the floor, surrounded by stuff that I like to keep. Oh, and while also at work this day, I found a choose your own adventure book, but it was for adults. You guys remember reading those when you were kids? I love them. It was of the romance genre, and it was called The Night of 1,000 Boyfriends. It was totally cheesy, but it was fun. So I was like flipping through it, and pretty much after like my second or third decision that I made in that book, I got mugged. Attacked and mugged. And stranded with no money. No, wait, I think she ended up in the hospital. And she met like a hunky doctor or something. It was funny. But I was kind of cheating and trying all the different possibilities. And at one point, I was Kirsten Dunst's body double for a romance scene with Brad Pitt. And I thought that was kind of awkward because Kirsten Dunst and Brad Pitt were in Interview with the Vampire together, and she was a kid in it, and they had kind of like a father-daughter relationship. I don't know. That was weird. Anyway, and there's just bits of washi. This is a sticker from Boonburger. They stick this on your bag when you get things, like when you get takeaway. Boonburger is a delicious vegan restaurant in the city. And on this day, Inktober, prompt was hungry. So I did a really fast 4-panel comic of Sadie eating her food. And when she's done, she kind of like looks at her bowl for a second. And then she leaves. But then as soon as she hears me or my husband or if we're eating, she goes and she sits there and she just watches. She doesn't beg or make any noise at all, but she just stares you down. She didn't used to do that. I don't know why she started. It's probably my fault. I think I may have fed her while I was eating dinner. Anyways, there's a list here of 80s songs. This is from a book that was in the recycling. Need some decoration with washi, and then here's Blathers from Animal Crossing. So it was my niece's birthday on this day. I went to the dentist before going to her birthday party, and coincidentally the prompt for Inktober was sad, so I did a really quick doodle of sad eyes based on one of Lichtenstein's prints that I have hanging up on my studio walls. And coincidentally, because at the dentist it was a horrible hygienist that was cleaning my teeth. She was brutal. I'm getting crazy here. I complained about her in the past, and she's really, really like rough with you. She makes you feel pain that you have never felt before. Like, I have tattoos and stuff. I would rather get more tattoos than go through what I go through with her. She's just so bad. Yeah, when she cleans your teeth, you cry or tear up. I found myself tearing up while she's doing it. And I totally could have asked her to stop, but like, at the same time, it's like, I don't want to come back here and get another cleaning done. Just get this over with now. And these are cutouts from another recycled book. These are Miffy's parents. As you can see, I went with a red, white, and blue theme for these pages. Alright, and then this day, these glasses are all little, like, sticky note. But when I saw them, I instantly thought of Tina Belcher. I can never draw any of the characters from Bob's Burgers. It always looks off when I do it. And I just have a quote here. When I discovered YouTube, I didn't work for 5 days. I did nothing. This quote from Michael Scott in The Office. I think my doodle for this day was Forgotten, or maybe it was this. I did a doodle of the inside of a lid of the peach iced tea that I had. I don't know. Oh wow, and I didn't even write the weather down, did I? I didn't. What is going on with me here? Yeah, I'm complaining here about how cold it is, and I'm like wearing layers and layers and stuff and putting sweaters on Sadie, and I didn't even write the weather down. What the hell? On this day, my husband and I were both off, but we had lots of errands to do. I ended up having to go back to the dentist because I had to talk to my dentist. He wasn't there the other day, and I had to get something checked. But anyways, when I came out of the appointment, it was just like a few minutes. I found my husband sitting at the desk, like right behind the receptionist desk there, and I was so caught off guard. I had the dental assistant talking to me in one ear. Everything she said to me just went in one ear, out the other, because all I was doing was staring at my husband and wondering what the heck he was doing behind the desk. And he was acting like it was no big deal too. He was like on the computer just typing, and he knows I'm there, but he's not like saying hi to me or anything. And he was talking to one of the other receptionists there. But afterwards I found out he was there because he had to print out an insurance form, and it wasn't printing off his phone, so they let him use their computer. And that day we also bought Funko Pop figures. They were on sale at a store in the mall near my dentist. So I got the second Gudetama one. So the second Gudetama figure. I have 3 now, it's so bad. And my husband got Goku on the Flying Nimbus. And this is an inky drawing I did of, it's based on a painting of Mozart. It doesn't look anything at all like him. This day, thankfully, oh no, I did have work. I had work this day, but I was really sick. I had a really bad migraine. So I stayed in bed for most of the morning and afternoon. I felt so gross. My husband even let me eat breakfast in bed, which is very, very, very rare. That might be the first time actually that we allowed that, because we have a no food in the bedroom rule. And for my doodle, I did Batman on a building. At night though, I was feeling good enough to get out of the house. So we actually went to IKEA with my brother and had dinner. This is a flag from my husband's dessert that he had. So after dinner we walked around and looked around for a bit in IKEA. Bought a few things, and then on our way out, my husband always grabs a hot dog, but they charged him for 4. And he didn't realize until after he paid and everything. So he went back and said, you know, he wanted the rest of his money back because he only like wanted to pay for 1 hot dog. It would have had to have been a big kerfuffle because they had to page for the manager and get the manager to open up the till or do the refund or something. So he just said, give me the other hot dogs. So he and my brother had 2 hot dogs each to share. And speaking of my brother, it was his birthday on the 9th. He turned 22. He had a house party. He has that every year. Lots of food and lots of people. Oh, and I'm surprised. My husband tried, I don't know what would be called in English, but in Filipino it's called bulutan. But he tried that today. It's like different kinds of food that people eat when they're drinking. And to me, I know this might sound really rude, but to me it just seems like gross food. I don't know. I don't think I've ever had any of it. Maybe like, no, I think I did try one. But yeah, it's just different dishes that people eat while they're drinking, and it's just some crazy stuff. But yeah, I'm surprised he tried some of it. So I think the one that my husband tried was pork, and he was almost done chewing, and I was honestly trying to comfort him. I wasn't trying to gross him out, but again, I wasn't thinking. So I was like, I said, at least it's not testicles. And he covered his mouth and he was laughing, and he told me not to say that. The reason I said that was because we were watching An Idiot Abroad. We were working on watching that show, and the guy in it, I think he did try like bull testicles or something. I forget what it was exactly. So that's why I said that. And this is based on Keith Haring's art, my brother's, one of his favorite artists, so I tried doing that. The guy's doodles look so easy, but they're actually really hard to do. And the next day was the 10th. It was Thanksgiving in Canada. I did an inky drawing of, I tried to do a drawing of 11 from Stranger Things. I still haven't finished watching the show. I'm on the last episode, literally halfway through it, and then I stopped because I accidentally read a meme and it kind of spoiled it for me, and it made me feel really sad. So I was like, oh, I'll watch it sometime when I have like something fun or funny to watch after. Anyway, so it was Thanksgiving here. My husband actually had to work. We usually go to family's house for Thanksgiving, but we ended up staying in. We made pizza. One of the things we like to make at home actually is pizza. So we made that. We had salad and then finished it off with ice cream. And I also made, every year I make pumpkin cheesecake. It's really easy to make. That's the only reason I make it. So I did that as well. Then here, I didn't spend too long on this page. I just did a point form of what I did this day. It was Tuesday. I ended up picking up a shift at work. The Halloween event started on that video game Overwatch that I was playing. My husband and I had dinner at this diner that's been around in the city for a long time. And the cost for both of us to eat after taxes was $10.30, which was pretty awesome. And we both left full. Not like full as in you gotta roll me out of this door, but like a comfortable full. And I have lots of schoolwork to do. Because of the birthdays and Thanksgiving, I've been slacking off on school, so I caught up on this day. And this is supposed to be an Android, but it turned out all wrong. And this day again, I didn't spend too long on this page because I had more school stuff actually to do. Oh yeah, I realized on this day that I had an assignment to do. So I caught up on reading chapters and stuff for school here. And then this day I realized that I had an assignment due in a couple of days. And my doodle of the day was... This is supposed to be Sadie. I don't know if you guys can see, but this is her inside of our bedroom on the bed. It was really cold this day. After I feed Sadie in the afternoon, she usually goes and sits at the window and looks outside. But instead, she snuck into our bedroom on the bed. And she made herself a little nest on my blanket and she was watching. She had the door open just a crack and just big enough for her to get in. So when I walked by, I saw her and it was kind of awkward. It was like, what are you doing in there? So I took a picture and then drew it. I'd show you guys the picture, but I emptied out my phone since I've done this. And then yeah, there's just like stickers and washi. And then this is a cutout actually. So is this one. But yeah, the rest is stickers and washi. Almost done, guys. So for the Inktober, yeah, for sure by now I'm off doing my own thing, it looks like here. So this is Paddington Bear. I think his hat should have been bigger, but it turned out okay. Oh, and all these drawings I did it with just pen right away. I didn't bother using pencil first. So I think it turned out pretty good. It's my first time drawing Paddington. Snuck in a Sadie Piggy doodle there in the back. So here's the face of regret. That's me. That's because I ate a Big Mac that night. It wasn't forced down my throat. I ate it willingly. It was all good, and within minutes after finishing, I just regretted it. But it was all good before I finished. I felt bad because I ate meat, and in general, it just made me feel yucky after. This is just a tag that was attached to our cookie butter that we bought. And then, yeah, this is just like stickers. No, this is washi actually. This is a sticker, another sticker there. And here, it's a tree house that I seen on Pinterest. That's where this is from. And husband and I went for a walk. And then for lunch, we tried this restaurant that's on a bridge, and we had a delicious time. It was really good. So I was just talking about our walk and stuff here. I drew a piggy butt there. It's supposed to be my piggy form of Sadie. And at the bottom, my favorite snack these days. So Laughing Cow Wedge, Triscuits, crackers, a mandarin orange, and a glass of Bolthouse Farms Red Goodness juice and water. So good. Oh, and there's a quote here actually, I'll read it. It's by Dean Winchester from Supernatural. It says, "Yeah, I never trust a guy who wears a sweater." I forget what that episode was about. Anyway, we've made it to the end. Well, end of this video part. So this 15th, there's a ton of Gudetamas here. and a totally misshapen one right there. So husband and I went to the States for the day, just a very short trip. It was cold when we left Canada. When we got into the States, it was so warm. We had to take off our sweaters, and we left our jackets in the vehicle, and everybody out there was wearing t-shirts. It was so awesome. It was like a nice little break from like the freezing cold over here. And I kind of wrote in point form here. It's really messy though. So our tradition is we stop at McDonald's or Tim Hortons on the way out, and we usually grab breakfast there. But we took a weird route and ended up having to get breakfast from Subway. I've never had breakfast from Subway before, and I don't think I'll do it again. It just wasn't good. So we went to like this random town on the way out of Canada and had Subway there. A woman in the bathroom fell. Her husband came out to ask someone to help. So my husband offered to help, and the husband who came out to ask for help declined my husband. I kind of laughed because I guess to a stranger my husband could look like a scary guy, because he's like really tall and he has like a beard and stuff, and he could look kind of like intimidating, I guess. But yeah, and like we were in the parking lot eating our breakfast sandwiches, and we saw the old lady. She's fine. She got out of the bathroom. We only went to a few stores when we were in the States. Mainly went to Target, Hobby Lobby, Hot Topic, this Halloween store, and Dollar Tree. And we had Ruby Tuesday for lunch. And then on the way home, we always stop at Culver's on the way back to Canada. It's really, really good. And it was also the fastest that we've spent at the border. They usually like keep us at the border and ask us these crazy questions. We actually ended up bringing our camera along, and we were trying to film our trip, just like, you know, for memories and stuff. So we were recording when we were at the border, like the border going into the States as well as the border going into Canada. And yeah, like I said, it was the fastest ever. We didn't like have the cameras in their faces or anything. I just had it like down on the floor of our vehicle. But everything was like, everything that they said and that what we said was captured. Oh yeah, so the reason for the Gudetama is Hot Topic in the States had so much Gudetama stuff, and it was, oh my gosh, it was exciting. And it didn't help that my husband like said just get whatever you want. He told me to grab whatever, and I was like, oh, that's not good. So I grabbed the latest Funko Pop figure, which I tried drawing, but seriously, this is all misshapen and weird looking. I grabbed a bunch of stuff like stickers and an enamel pin and button and socks and stuff. So they were having a promotion, and since I spent more than $20 on Gudetama items, I got a free gift, and the people working there were super excited to give it to me. And the guy was like, I'm not going to tell you what it is. So he like left for a second, and he came back, and it was this toilet paper roll. So it was this. And I don't want to open it up because it's too cute, but I know it's printed. Yeah, if you guys like Google it, you'll see. There's like a printed, it's not, there's pictures of it, but that's not the poses that are on the toilet paper. Oh, it's so cute. Anyways, so yeah, that was my free gift. I thought it was pretty awesome. I was actually super excited, and they said I was the first person to get the free gift or to qualify for the free gift. And then we went back home. It was a really quick trip. I ended up playing video games with my nephew afterwards. And here's the last day. So the 16th, it was Sunday. Oh, this washi and this washi was from Target. It was in the Halloween section. And here I'm just talking about stuff I saw on my bus ride to work. And the washi above inspired my sad attempt to draw the Wicked Witch of the West. Here's said sad doodle. And I'm just writing about stuff that I bought at the Halloween store. So I bought a new mask, which is this here, and I bought a wig that's way longer than the package said it was going to be. The wig goes up to my ankles, like this long black hair. So I was going to cut it, but I ended up not being able to dress up for Halloween because I had to work all night. So that kind of sucked. And my husband tried on this really cool Captain America mask, like old school looking mask kind of thing at the Halloween store. He didn't buy it. Told him he totally should have. It was really cool. And then, oh, this ticket washi was from Hobby Lobby. I think that was the only thing I bought there. We don't have a Hobby Lobby in Winnipeg, or in Canada I should say, where I am. And it's, whenever I go to Hobby Lobby in the States, it's so overwhelming because there's just too much stuff to look at. And it kind of sucks because the people that I'm with aren't into looking at that kind of stuff. Like, I don't have any friends in real life that enjoy doing, like, you know, crafty things and like journaling and get excited over washi and stuff like that. So whenever I do go to Hobby Lobby in the States, or even going to Michael's here where I live, it's like very brief. I don't get to stay there long because I feel bad for whoever's with me because they're totally not interested in being there. My sister can get pretty crafty, but she has to be in a certain mood to be crafty. So it's very rare that she ever wants to go to Michael's. Oh, and Baby Metal is the name of a band. I wrote that because their album came in for me at work to pick up. They're interesting, I'll say that. You guys have probably heard of them. If you haven't heard of them, then you can totally check them out on YouTube. It's interesting, I'll just say that. Husband is not a fan of them. I had it playing in the vehicle as soon as I picked up the CD from work. He did not like it. Alright, oh yeah, so we're at the end of the flip through. I think that went longer than I had planned. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, comments, or anything like that, just leave it in the comment section below. Talk to you guys later. Bye!